Hello everybody, this is a new thing that I'm starting. It's called What Is Your Story? Pretty much I would ask that everybody who sees this would become involved in their own way, not through me but on their own, and if they see somebody that they feel like they can judge, then I feel that they should definitely ask the one question first, and that is, what is your story? So I'm here today with Michael, who I had met, saying that he needs help with lunch and something to eat, which every human deserves, at least here in Canada, to be able to be fed. So we're here at downtown Toronto at the Keg Steakhouse, and that's exactly what I'm going to give him, a steak, as I feel he's very much deserving of so. I would like to get his story and be able to take anything out of this that I can to help somebody who's just entering a path of, you know, wherever that path may lead, not exactly what you dream for when you're a kid. So here today with Michael. Take it away.
Hello, my name is Michael, and my story is I was a war baby, Korean War baby, and I was put into foster homes at 5 years old, and I was put into foster homes, many foster homes, until I was 14. Then I was sent to a large institution because I was told that, well, the judge told me it would be like a Disneyland world. I didn't know much about the world. Anyways, I spent 4 years in there, and I got out when I was 15 years old.
Big shot business guy invited up from the
I tried to return to where my mother was, only to find out that she wanted me to pay rent to live with her, even though she was receiving welfare. I didn't know what rent was, and what she did was she took me to a racetrack. And she asked me to Blue Bonnets, and she asked me to pick a couple of horses. And I picked a couple of horses, and I actually got them right. And I won $250 something, in which she took the money, most of the money, and said I was to pay rent with it for staying with her.
Okay.
Feeling rejected.
Do you want me to take a photo of you?
Pardon me?
You want me to take a photo of you guys?
No, I'm just trying to
Got
hear a
it.
story.
There we are.
Thank you so much. Lovely bread. So what type of advice, what would you give somebody saying at the beginning stages of kids in foster care, which is actually a documentary that I'm doing right now, of kids aging out of foster care that are more than likely to become a statistic and, you know, a way to the way of things. What would be your advice as far as warning signs that people should look out for and stay away from?
First of all, this might sound weird, but any decision that you make, please ask a priest or a preacher,
Or God himself.
or God themselves. Ask those type of people on anything that you want to do. Don't take the advice of addicts, pimps, pushers, people that perverts, people that only want to have sex with you for money because you have no money. Try to respect yourself.
Okay. Okay. And what is currently your situation?
Well, me, I live in a place where I can't afford my food, my clothes. I would like to get a decent pair of shoes and some clothes, but I can't afford these things, and and I can't afford food because my rent takes most of my money that I receive on ODSP. So I come down here to Panhandle and to get my food.
Today you did well.
Well,
You got a steak, man.
no, I'm grateful for that.
And I'm grateful to do it. It feels just as good for me, believe me. So, what else is you would say? I know we're just doing this kind of on the spot and whatever. What would you say? What do you say helps you on a day-to-day basis, emotionally and mentally? How do you continue to push forward?
First of all, I'd like everybody to have an understanding that I'm a born-again Christian.
Great.
And I found God through a rehab center in Merrickville, Ontario. A woman who came as a new person treatment in the treatment center told all of us that we will never stop drugs unless we find God. And unless we get on our knees and pray, then we won't stop doing drugs. When I was to leave that institution, I found out that I was only one of 2 people that had stayed the entire time of 3 months without ever relapsing.
Very good. Very good. So you're saying God is your stability.
Yes.
That's a wonderful. Me too, honestly. Me too, because I myself have been on the streets and I've been down and out and really had nothing and nobody to support me at points. I've also been blessed where there were families that did step forward to take care of me. At the same time, I may not have made the best choices because I wasn't taught the best choices. So it is something that you overcome, but at the end of it, when you're alone and in your own struggle, I would definitely have to agree that God is absolutely, and the power of prayer is definitely good for anybody.
Yes, definitely. I agree with that 100%.
And I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad
Because without the power of prayer, you know, I prayed to God before I came down today. You know, I didn't expect to stay.
You know what? That's so amazing. That's amazing. This makes my day. Yeah, eat, man.
I'm starving.
Oh, eat, yep, eat. Okay, so, in conclusion, pretty much, this is just something that I feel like I should do, and I'm not trying to say in any way is this a good act of me or anything like this. This is strictly to encourage other people. When you see somebody in a situation, I don't care how cool you think you are, how popular you are, or your lifestyle and all these admirable things, is that to honestly, before you judge anybody, find out their story and find out what that is. And that is the new thing that I'm starting called, What is Your Story? So before anybody goes out pointing fingers and thinking that they know people and, oh, it's very easy to look at someone with less and assume that you're better, but it really doesn't make you any better as a person. I think it's very important for us to just come together as human beings, and to see someone with less or in a worse situation, you should want to, in your heart, come forward and do something for somebody. So that's what this is all about, finding out people's stories, doing something good for somebody, and making things happen for the world, and changing a life. You change the future. God bless.